Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. I can see that my chat is already being wild and weird. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with y'all? But yes, I am here. Let me pull up the chat first. Okay, looks fine. Now, tweeting time. You people. I swear, you know. Y'all just too wild. Y'all just too wild, friends. Why y'all so wild all the time, huh?
New subscriber detected.
Hello, Foulfish. Doing good today, friendo. Although I do have something to confirm, so I will RBR. I need to check something. Well, sounds like you're sad, Pepe. Nothing you can do about that. Suffer greatly. Suffer eternally, forever, if you please. In fact, if you could suffer more, that'd be great. I'd love that. Excuse me. Okay, cleared. Oh my god, I need mixed energy residue, damn it. Hey, Miss Raven. How's it going? Alright. Not all of them. I have the ones that I like. Having all of them? That's too expensive. I only have the ones that I like. Now, I would have all of them if all of you would be willing to pay a little more. Then sure, I'd have all of them. Congratulations, Bruce. That's good. I'm glad you did. This will do. You. I need just level 1, immunity off. Okay. Okay, level 1 is not gonna work. Level 100 has to work, right? Level 100. Legion of Immortality. Okay, spawn 1. Okay, bang. Okay, do it again. Let's do a formation like that. Spawn 3. That should work. We'll hit the middle guy. Oh, it does. Now that's pretty interesting. That person was right. So in that case, if I were to do, say, this, and then hang on, this'll do, and then I just need a tech. There you go, that'll do. Okay, let's do it again.
See you later.
That seems okay to me. And, okay, let's take off this so we know. Because that one's a bit overkill. Do it again. My day's been good. Very good. Okay, this makes more sense. Oh yeah, now we're talking. So the person was right to begin with. Now if we take that off. Oh, I haven't tried Toxic Mixture yet, I don't have it. I will have it one day. I'm just testing something important right now. Nice, Haza. Well done. Okay, we need to do it again because they didn't die. Didn't work yet. Again. Yes, it's about to be Freyna time. I'm just testing something. I need to learn it. Okay. So, I was taught something by a viewer today which is really interesting. You see, and I'll cover this in my video when I go through all of Freyna's mods once I have them all, but Contagion has a very unique effect. You saw how in earlier, when I don't use Contagion, right, it only spawns one puddle, yeah? But if you equip Contagion on, and this is what actually makes Contagion so good, 3 puddles spawn instead, which is hilarious. Watch this, watch this. Look, I've got Contagion on now, right? So this is the size of 1 puddle. But if it dies, it spawns 3 more puddles, so you get like a massive AoE around, larger than what you normally get. Yo, that's pretty cool. I thought Contagion just detonated the stuff. But apparently it doesn't just detonate, it spawns 3 toxic pools instead of 1. Now that's a unique effect right there. Just verified it. I hope everybody's doing well. So yeah, the endgame version is being worked on right now, but that's a really interesting addition. I genuinely didn't think that it would actually end up that way, so that's pretty sick, not gonna lie. Okay. Now I need you. You are the one that I need. Okay. I don't have an almondine, do I? No, I do not. Okay. Let me start boosting this first. Sorry about this. The screen will come back in a second. But anyway, I'm super happy that Contagion works that way. That's pretty cool. The fact that it spreads triple toxic puddles instead of just a single one.
Make you stronger.
Negative aspect to Contagion? There is no negative aspect to Contagion. Because the fact that it spawns triple puddles actually takes care of any negative effect to it. Because Contagion's only issue is that when an enemy is inflicted with room 0 trauma, it spawns and is killed, it spawns a toxic puddle. Enemies that step in that toxic puddle are then inflicted with room 0 trauma. The room 0 trauma will deal continuous damage and will inflict room 0 trauma on other nearby enemies. So basically, it's just continuous room 0 trauma. Now, the so-called downside that some people have been talking about, if I were to remove Contagion, let me just shift that over. Okay, so if I were to remove Contagion, the original skill states that when an enemy is inflicted with room 0 trauma and killed, alright, it spawns a toxic puddle. Enemies that step in that toxic puddle are inflicted with room 0 trauma. Room 0 trauma deals continuous damage and applies toxic reaction to other enemies. So basically that one single puddle then inflicts the enemies with room 0 trauma, which then inflicts them with toxic reaction. If you were to put Contagion in, alright, they no longer get inflicted with room 0 trauma. They no longer get inflicted with toxic reaction. But the fact that there's triple puddles instead helps you spread your poison further, which I think helps a lot with mobbing. So this would be the only thing that I would say is potentially a change. Because without it, you do have a single puddle, but for the enemy to actually take any damage, they have to stand in the puddle. Whereas with Contagion, as far as I know, now that they spawn triple puddles, you can guarantee the infliction of the room 0 trauma. So although you're taking away toxic reaction, as far as I know, the room 0 trauma's damage is the same. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So although there's no toxic reaction, the fact that it does spawn more puddles is pretty good. So I'd say you'd have to decide for yourself, but personally I would use it because it makes no sense to me why I should not use it. Why I should not use the detonations to my advantage. In fact, let's actually try things out. How about we do a little test? Okay? I mean, there's no sense in not testing, right? I'll put on my original build, but take off Contagion. So without revealing the endgame build, I will now take off Contagion, and let's try it out. I do not want to use the footsteps because I actually rely on throwing the toxin, and throwing the toxin is very important. So let's actually try without any other addition. In fact, let me just have a quick look at our modules. I'm not doing that. It does not spread poison, so yeah, no. Okay. So let's just not use any module. Let's just not use Contagion and see what happens. We'll go through the seed vault, because this is probably one of the best places to go. Go through it. 400%. Alright, we ready? Let's ball. Private operation, of course. Solo. No, we're not going to use Venom Injector. That's for bossing. I mean, I could use it here, but we're not going to use it here. Because what I want is to see the effect without it and versus with it. Venom Injector will be for a different build. I don't think it's... I mean, you could use it here, actually, because it will just raise your power up anyway. If I can... if it seems to me that Contagion is not as good... I mean, they're dying fairly fast. Okay. The key will be in the big room. We'll have to see and check how it operates in the big room. So far, it's not spreading as far, but the damage seems similar anyway, which is to be expected. Realistically, Contagion's only benefit would be spreading my poison further.
Feel the pain.
Seems okay, but it feels like it's ticking a bit less. Still, it's not doing too badly. Yeah, did you not watch the patch notes video? Look, there are some Descendants that don't really work well with critical hits, but either way, if you're following builds from other people, I think you better start sweating, my man. Because, yeah, just wait for my builds instead. Some of the builds will change, but not a lot of them, especially builds that can achieve very high critical rates. Will probably end up doing more, because crits are a multiplier, don't forget that. The reason why some builds are changing and removing crits, and look, if their builds were good, they should have explained this to you. It's because some characters don't really have crits in the first place, and in order to increase the amount of damage that those builds do, you can choose to avoid crits entirely and go with raw power. That was the whole purpose of the new modules that came in the recent patch. So did you watch the patch notes videos? Have you been keeping up with news? Or were you just watching other channels and other builds? Because if you did not keep up with news, that'll be your first mistake. The second mistake is watching all these other builds. Because are you sure they're going to work? And if they cannot explain their principles to you, are you sure that they are to be trusted? How do you know that their work will work? So I would say avoid misinformation out there, or at least protect yourself. It feels okay, but it feels slower compared to Contagion. I do have to admit. Not as far as I know, that's Contagion, Rob. Contagion is the one that gives a bigger AoE. Venom Injector, as far as I know, is for bossing. I will try it out. I haven't tried it out yet. But thus far, Contagion works well. I'm just trying without a Transcendent mod to see the feeling, so that I know.
Shield is down. To your death.
I'll be putting on Contagion next run, obviously. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to assess the difference between Contagion and non-Contagion.
Feel the pain.
It's not the Descendant critical hit rate that changed, mate. It's the new modules. So, if you watch the patch notes video, I covered it. Several new modules were introduced into the game. All of that is in the patch notes video. So, that is why... No problem, Track. Good to see you. That is why the builds for some characters are changing. Now, I can't claim to have done them all. But, I definitely will be checking them all out at a later time. I have Venom Injector, but I don't have Toxic Mixture instead. So, it's a little bit different. And Seed Vault is terrible for Freyna. Too many spaced out spawns? Not really. Use Contagion, you'll be fine. I mean, it's a bit longer, but that's exactly why it's worthwhile testing. No. Frostwatcher will be worked on much later in time. I cannot work on it now. I do things one step at a time, and right now I'm working on Freyna. Once Freyna is fully worked out and I learned everything, then yeah. No problem, Lloyd. You know that I only make the best builds. And this is why I test in a particular way. Like, look, I get that everybody wants to see, oh, how does this mod work? How does that mod work? But you have to wait. You have to wait. Once I truly know everything, I promise to communicate the information with you guys. But I never do that beforehand. That's a part of what these live tests are for. we learn. Right now, you're just seeing without Contagion. Next round, I will put on Contagion, and you will see a slight difference. It's mostly in the range. It's mostly in the range. Getting Frost Watchers is easy enough. Not too difficult, thankfully. And I'm glad you guys are loving the boss.
Feel the pain. Loading.
Well, I've already put out one build. That is to get you started. That'll just get you started, though.
Take this.
You want to really learn, you got to go beyond just getting started. You got to go to the next level. So that'll be happening over time. Now, those of you that watch the video, you should already know how do we handle this particular boss. You know who to kill first, right? Cloned Neckbeard. Come here. Once you murder your clone Neckbeard, the rest falls into place. No choice but to take that. Okay. All that's left is freaking Plaudia. Hey, Plaudia! I guess you're Lucy now, CG. Accept your fate. No? Arthur Morgan, if you just crafted your ultimate weapon, it's at level 1. You have to raise its level at 100, so please do not craft any ultimate weapons until you reach level 100. It's a waste of time. If you follow the ultimate FTP survival guide, you'll be able to clear normal mode without touching a single ultimate weapon. Once you reach hard mode, alright, all the weapons that drop will be at level 100. That's when you start crafting ultimate weapons. You level it up by transmitting the level to level 100. Then after that, you re-roll the stats and you're good to go. Alright? Contagion's a very common mod, so don't worry, you'll have it very easily. You're welcome, Arthur. Just make sure you follow the correct pathway and you'll never go wrong. And don't waste your time. Follow my ultimate FTP survival guide and you will get to hard mode in no time. Now we're gonna put the Contagion mod on. While I cannot show the build will remain unaffected. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the exact same thing, but now it's with Contagion to spread more poison faster. I have absolute confidence in this build though, because this was my original build. I was just trying to see if somebody else's information was correct. And of course, their information, in my personal opinion, proved incorrect. But then again, that is what I expect when people go against the champ. Now then, don't forget to like the stream, guys. If you haven't liked the stream already, the more of you that like the stream, the better. Okay? I need as many likes and shares as possible. Also, if you haven't registered me as your content creator yet, hit that link and make sure you register me as your content creator. Alright, I'm counting on you guys. Now, let's see the same thing with Contagion. Exact same run, exact same circumstances. No diff.
See you later.
The spread, as you can see, is much, much further. I cast once, and so many of them die. So, the strength of the Contagion module is in spreading your poison as far and wide as possible. Well, it does eat frames, yes, but you'll be fine. As long as they detonate while infected, they spread your poison to an unbelievable extent.
Shield is damaged.
So we're just going to mosey on. Like so. Now let's try it in this circumstance where it's a much wider area. Yeah? There we go. That should be good enough. And let the spread begin. Okay, taking no action with Contagion. Yeah, that'll happen. So, do you see how everything died right there without me lifting a finger, pretty much? The only thing that's left is just one elite. So as you can see, the difference in Contagion is not so much the damage or anything else, but by having it, even things that you don't intend to spread to, like right down there, I never fired anything down there. Did you see all the death? So everything just literally straight up died. And therein lies the power of Contagion. So why do people fear Contagion? Because they fear their frame rates dropping. But we must not fear our frame rates dropping, ladies and gents. True players, true gamers, get a higher end GPU. So you've seen for yourself, alright? Compare the previous run to the current run. The previous run was much slower. Whereas the current run, one dies and all the poison spreads to Kingdom Come. So, Contagion is about range. Contagion gives you the spread. You see that? You dare try a heathen's build, Foxy? Heresy. There's no faster way, unfortunately, my friend. You just have to endure it. Oh, no, you don't run Quarantine Zone. You go run the Command Relay in the Fallen Ark. Fallen Ark map, Command Relay. There you go. You can get about 20 per run if you're lucky. Most of the time, you'll get about 10 to 13. But on some runs where there's 2 enemies that drop it, you can get a lot more. Okay, now, people have said that this area is spread out because of the spawns, right? Okay, let's infect the whole area then. And while we infect the whole area, we'll just take care of the snipers too. So, I think the low area is clear. There we go. But anyway, coming back to the main point, I think I like Contagion the most because it gives me peace of mind. Even things that I don't intend to kill will die. So I don't have to worry or sweat. Like, I can sweat if I want to, but no real point, yeah? Like I said, the benefit of watching things that even you didn't intend to kill die is pretty beautiful. Valdi, that's because a lot of other creators will get their little minions to accuse me of stealing builds and things like that. What they do is they get their little minions to screenshot my builds, then they make a couple modifications, or they will literally publish the same thing first before I do, and try to claim that they came up with it first, therefore I am stealing content. They did this because they were afraid of me being in the position that I am now. If anybody doesn't know my rankings in the creator rankings, well, you can go have a look. So because of that, I created a policy whereby I no longer showcase my build on stream unless I've already published it. And once that happened, it made it a lot easier because, all those people literally ended up going away. Some of them even changed games and left because they could no longer steal my ideas. But yeah, no, Contagion is definitely good. If people like the footsteps because of speed, then by all means they can use the venomous footsteps to run. All right, but well, I don't know. I'd say for a solo run, this works real beautifully. See, the benefit is killing things that is far beyond your reach. Excuse the after dinner cough, but yeah. This is what I like. Oh, I'm sure you do. I can't wait to test out my build for venomous injection. And I'm sure that I'll come to the same conclusion that you will. So we can compare notes once we're done. I've made a video on the build for getting started, but the endgame version of this build, you'll have to wait a little bit more. It's almost done. I'm working on it. It's almost there. Get there.
See you later.
I'm just gonna seal off that area while I clean out my inventory. Didn't realize I was full. Hello, Pulse.
Shield is damaged.
So yeah, just be aware that this is why we test and adjust things and compare things, because at the end of the day, what my community believes in is information. We believe only in the perfection of information.
Gone.
I'm sorry, I can't help with frame rate drops on console. I know nothing about console settings. You might have to consult a console player. I play on a PC, and for me, I'm running the game on Ultra. The optimization's great. So, I am not sure how to help you.
Feel the pain.
Gotcha. Absolutely. All streams should always be toxic in a good way.
Reload.
No, I did not.
This is great.
I think it's one of the... If you dropped it yesterday, chances are... Guys, just so you know, right, I barely see anything on a Sunday. So I do occasionally step into Discord, but Sunday is a rest day for me. So I will not see anything that you post on Sunday. Please send it again.
Shield is damaged.
Because if you send anything on a Sunday, I will rarely respond. Like 95% of the time, I will not respond. Because I'm usually chilling with my girl. For obvious reasons. One day, Foxy. One day you'll get in the club. When you're ready. When you're ready, okay? We'll get your job to promote you first.
Shield is down. See you later.
Well, I won't say I don't like Fulgrim, Damien. You know? Sure, he was a little bit of a perfectionist, but hey, he did forge a hammer. And he was good friends with Ferris Manus. So there's that. Hey, I respect that, Foxy. I respect it. Take your time. It's in picture sharing? Okay, I'll take a look. Right after this.
Gone.
Nice and easy. Okay, back to Albion while I check this. Oh, lol. Oh, the glitch pick. What the hell is that? I did not see that yesterday. Ah, I love people complaining. Jesus, Hazza, what did you do to Gluttony to make him lag like that, bro? It cools down fast enough, Gamer Mike. As long as it cools down fast enough, I just spam it. So, oh yeah, that's right. I should put the other Frost Watcher in. That makes sense. I just spam it. So, the first thing is that you have to kill Neckbat. Different 400s have different methodologies to their bosses. For that particular one, Neckbat must die. If Neckbat does not die, you're gonna have a bad time. Gonna say that in advance.
New
So,
subscriber
Neckbat
detected.
must die no matter what. If Neckbat dies, Cloudy is easy. Kind of like how with the other one, I can demonstrate on the other one. Greg must die first, or else you're gonna have a bad time. Well, I hope so, Tuan. Kyber Shard farms? Bailey, you don't need to farm Kyber Shards. But if you are interested, I do have a video explaining the principle of why you don't need to farm Kyber shards. You can just go to level 400% infiltrations these days, but basically, the main way to get Kyber is not to actually farm Kyber, it's to do other things. Okay. Let's go to the other one. And I'll show you. But either way, as I mentioned already, now that you guys have seen Contagion in action, Contagion is just absolutely amazing. Being able to spread out 3 puddles instead of 1 over a huge area is just deliciously disgusting. And the increase in range and damage and everything is just beautiful. I absolutely love Contagion, and now that you've seen it for yourself, you can see why I use it. You need help badly. What kind of help you need, Mr. Christian?
Shield is down. See you later.
There are some types of help we offer, and there are some types of help we don't offer. So what are you seeking, friendo?
Damn it. Take this.
Okay, now we just go upstairs. Hello, hello. They're all dead. There we go. Oh, these guys are dead too, apparently. Okay, great. So I don't have to lift a finger then. Cool.
My shield.
You're stuck on the first mission from season 1. Okay, here's the thing. I know this is a mistake from the devs, but you have to live with it. Look, seasonal content is actually endgame content, so what you're gonna do is don't do the seasonal content. First and foremost, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself an ultimate bunny. Okay, farm your Sharon and Enzo. Once you've Sharon and Enzo, go and get your ultimate bunny. Once your ultimate bunny is maxed out in accordance with my builds, then off you go. Once you have your ultimate bunny maxed, then you can finally do the seasonal content. So, I'm aware, yes, it is silly that the seasonal content is endgame content when it shouldn't be. Believe me, the devs have learned their lesson. But you have to get yourself endgame ready. You have ultimate bunny? Okay, good. Make sure you have a robot build. If you already have ultimate bunny, then go make sure you're following my builds. If you don't build an endgame build in accordance with my standards, you'll suffer. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to do that because you can't do seasonal content without having a full endgame build. Unfortunately, this season, the seasonal content is endgame. Next season, hopefully they'll make it so that it's not like that, but hopefully they've learned their lesson, that's all. So, my apologies. I know it can be a little weird because you can access the quest straight after you finish normal mode, but yeah, seasonal content is endgame content. So, unless you have everything maxed out, you're gonna struggle.
New subscriber detected.
So, you have to finish one of my builds first. The new vendor's gone, yeah. The new vendor goes away on the reset on Monday. So once the Monday reset hits, he's gone. He'll be back again on Friday.
Feel the pain.
Oh, Contagion was definitely made for 400% infiltrations. Run a robot build, and you've won everything.
To your death.
2 bosses at once, not even gonna be a problem. There you go. Okay, so now what do you do when you're in here? As I taught you guys, Greg dies first. See him? He's here. Now, it's usually best to take the first missile. It doesn't really matter if you do. Just keep jumping and killing Greg. No matter what, Greg must die.
My shield.
So once his first phase is clear, alright, he'll teleport back there. Throw your poison. You can hit him with that as well. And then, quick swap into this.
Shield is down.
Okay, Greg's dead. Now, you go over and kill... Oh, Ledros died too for no reason. Wow, what a nerd. Now you can work on Ledros. I wasn't even targeting him and he died.
I'm in danger.
That's beautiful. If you ever run out of health, just pick up a couple of health drops, you'll be fine. Spread some toxin, and there you go. Now back on Ledras. Ledras, unsurprisingly, has very low hit points, so just don't get caught by a shotgun. If you just keep jumping up and down, he has a lot more trouble hitting you. Like I said, low on health, just grab a health orb. There you go. And if there's mana orbs, grab some of those. Okay, this is where the fun begins. Hit his orbs with those, and the poison will take them out. Now you just murder him. And voila. I'm doing good, Pod. Can't really complain. Life is decent. Everything is decent. Who am I to complain about anything? And thus, 400% is clear. My min-max mobbing build will be out as soon as I possibly can. Sorry, it's getting a little hot in the room, so I had to take off the hair, even though it's a little bit floofy. What is it, Kakashi? You know, I kind of wish, though, that the vendor reset every day of the weekend instead of just on Friday. Should you worry about maxing Secret Garden? Tell me, Lukey Luke. Do you see me using the Secret Garden? If the answer is no, you don't see me using the Secret Garden, then why worry? Now, I will use it for some builds, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to worry about maxing it out for your mobbing build. For the bossing build, it may be necessary. So if you're in the process of farming it, farm it. Yeah, Kakashi, there's an exploit for that. Okay, do not talk about that on my stream. Alright? This is an official stream. Official content. As an official content creator, yeah, no. Do not abuse anything in game, such as aborting the mission or purposefully dying. Don't do that. There's no point.
Hey there.
Go through the infiltration as per normal. You're gonna end up swimming in the credits anyway. Alright? So please don't do that. Well, I've got a guide for the first 2 hard mode bosses. You should follow that, Christian. That is a great way to get started. If you want to warn the devs, don't tell me. You go to the official Discord, you let them know about the exploit, or you can address them on social media such as Reddit, Twitter, wherever. But the best thing is let the devs know in that way. Telling me on my stream, unfortunately, I can see the good intention, but it's not going to help anybody. Just so you'll know. But yes, I have heard of it already. And although it's not a bannable offense, so I will say it's not a bannable offense. But I would discourage anyone from engaging in behavior that could be seen as dishonorable. That's not the way. It's certainly not the way of the Robot Nation. So I hope you guys will understand that. And that's a good mindset to have. I only shift delete the purples, the blues now because it's just too many. You get way too many. So I have to get rid of them somehow, right? This is the only way. What's up, Fisher Price? How's it going? Yes, I am. I haven't used that gun at all. I'm gonna be working on others, to be honest, Juan. I mean, I should be working on it, but I've got so many others to work on, so maybe someday when I have the catalyst. Right now, I really don't have the catalyst. Alright. Oh. That's right, I need to put in the final catalyst. Then I think the mobbing build will be done, and I can start work on the farming build. Yes. Okay. Ta-da! Almondine. One second, I'll bring the screen back. Another ultimate character. The next one is going to be Sharon, Blair, or Jaybird. It's one of the three. I don't know. I don't know which one, but I'm hoping it's a male character, to be honest. I think they should have a male character, i.e. Blair, but if not, then it's going to be Sharon. I'm almost dead certain it's going to be either one of these three. Well, if we could put on the same module type, I guarantee you a lot of builds out there are going to be super overpowered. But who knows? Maybe in future. When there's even tougher fights to face. I think that was just a visual graphical error, Bruce. There's no Sharon skin that does that. If you could see her spine and skull, that's pretty wild. Take a screenshot next time in future and ask the official Discord, because I've never seen that before. What's the main fun? Did you mean the main gun, Mr. Slim 400? Because the main fun is in watching everything explode, my friend. The main gun, on the other hand, that's a whole nother matter. Enjoy it, Altanic. I hope you'll enjoy the shenanigans that comes out of my mouth. But yes, I'm just using whatever I like. At this moment, I'm running around with Zaystras for speed. Then when I need to get to the boss, I bring out my Enduring Legacy and rip the hell out of them. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Poor silly creatures. They dared to touch me. Their weakness is noted. Now I could use a secret garden, but well, they're already dying this badly. I don't think I have to do that, do I? Well, time to pick up all the pieces. I would not say it's godly. I've got other things that I like on my hand cannon, but hey, if you like it, you know, by all means, man. I have other things I like. But yes, it will work well with Freyna. But you see, I've got a specific purpose for my guns, so I rarely ever use things like infectious and all that kind of stuff. Well, time to start grinding, Gamer Mike. Start by making sure you have my ultimate bunny build. Once you have that done, everything else falls into place. Because you can smoke invasions like nobody's business. Hazza, you crying tears of happiness every time I shift delete something? Like, brother. Brother, that is a worry. That is a sincere worry, my friend. I wish I was bossing with you guys. I miss bossing with you in CG, but I gotta finish all this testing work. The pain. The pain of being a creator.
To your death.
But don't worry, we'll boss again soon one of these days. I actually quite like bossing with Haza and CG. It's a lot of fun. I mean, invest in whatever you like, Gamer Mike. Eventually, you'll find that you have everything, so you don't even need to worry about what you're investing in. The only downside is weapons, because weapons require more catalyst than Descendants do. Now that is a pain.
See you later.
Because I've got so many weapons that I'm supposed to work on. Or work with, whichever.
I'll load.
Finally. Okay, first I murder Greg. Okay, Greggy is done. Ledras can go back home where he belongs. Hey, Ledras, I'm coming for you.
To your death.
Don't like my poison, do you, Ledras? Do you? Do you? I suffer. Suffer greatly. There we go. Lol, Benna. One day when you actually come in the game and boss with me, I will respect that. I mean, for real, you know? One day you come in and actually boss with us. I'm down. I'm down. No, he had an energy activated blueprint. There's two shops, standard vouchers, premium vouchers. One of them had energy activated. I don't even remember if he had catalyst. Sure you are, Rena. Sure you are. I disbelieve you. But yeah, if you actually are, then please enjoy, my friend. Oh, I see. Rena's grinding with a female friend. Ah, now we understand why he doesn't play with the lads. Fair enough, brother. Fair enough. Okay, I see how it is.
Shield is
damaged. Just an old guy, ah. Why just an old guy? No, you must get a young girl. I don't think he'll offer full catalyst either. It's just blueprints. As far as I know, it's just blueprints. Nasty. Look at everything. That's okay. I hope your MRI went well. And don't worry, the start is the same as it's exactly the same as what. Yeah, I exploded before I even got to him. Damn. Calm down, Freyna. Calm down. You don't have to kill them this hard. Alright, let me just go up there and give him a talking to. Die. Mr. Vulgus the Pulgus. There we go. Gotta be open to everyone. Lol, Rena. Must become like truffles, okay? Got himself the G of the F, then forgot about us. Well, I pray that it will be nothing serious, friend. Alright?
Feel the pain.
My thoughts are with you. When do you do the boss with me?
Reload.
Well, that is true. Okay, that is fair. I do agree with that, but it's not the boss of this game, bro. It's gotta be the boss of this game. Enjoy, Kachi. Make sure you use the starter build as well.
Shield is damaged.
There's nothing more satisfying than having no hands on the keyboard and watching everything die. See, this is what we play. This is the reason why we play. It's so beautiful. Okay.
Reload.
I mean, it's your choice, Kachi. You can either go for this or, you know, or you can choose to go for something subpar. I mean, the choice is yours, brother. Do you want this? Or do you want not this? I mean, the choice is yours. All right. You can choose to play hands free, or you can play hands GG. Up to you. Most welcome, Jonathan.
Shield is damaged.
Always better to be hands free than to play hands GG.
Ah, my shield.
Now, you know what? I am kind of lazy, so I'm just gonna assault Greg from the start. Hey, Ledras, go away. Nobody likes you.
Take this.
Okay, Grego's down.
See you later.
Well, you want everything easy and OP,
How was that?
then just follow the robot. I'll get you there.
Shield is down.
My magic, white rabbit, your white room, straight jacket. Your magic, white rabbit, has left us writing on the wall, and we follow like Alice, and just keep diving down the hall. Get envenomed. I think it serves its purpose. I have incorporated some of the new mods into my work. You'll get a chance to see them soon. Once my endgame build is done, of course. Just follow the robot way, and he will be nothing to you, Foxy. You can still do the 400s even if you complete the invasions, but I say there's a reason to do the invasions. We need gold. I need gold. I'm waiting to see if Kaz gets on later because I'll do my invasions with her. Because if you've done your invasions, you cannot do them with a friend. Hence my conundrum. So I must, of course, assist my girl.
Damn it.
What you mean? Crits are great. On Halsey. Did I say Halsey? I meant on Haley. Ha! I guess we can call her Halsey, whatever.
Damn it. Feel the pain.
I am unsure when hers comes out of the oven. Could be today. No, she's already got hers. She's already got hers. I'm pretty sure I'll just help her level it. Hey, Colin, how's it going?
Reload. Die. Shield is down.
Look, Ma, no hands. Even the elite died, damn.
Shield is down.
Okay, well, that's cool. Oh, she absolutely will. I have little doubt of that.
Take this.
She does love her paints.
Shield. Shield is damaged.
No hands.
Reload.
Well, there are some who doubt. There's some who disbelieve. But my job is to provide the best information that I have on hand. And therefore, for those that do not believe, well, here we go. This is my style. I show the way. Yes, there are other methodologies. Of course, there are other ways out there, but like I said, it's up to the individual. You choose who you wish to follow. And of course,
Shield is
it is always best to follow the one who knows the way. If the one you follow does not know the way, then you will not have a good time.
be gone.
There he goes. Popped. Now we go over to the other side by rolling, of course. Like a professional. Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is. I was wondering where the hell he went. Freaking Ledras. Dude, you're not supposed to just wander out of your boss zone like that. It's not very cash money of you.
I'm in danger.
And yeah, stop hitting me with those tracking things for one freaking second.
Die.
There we go. Okay, restarting again. 2 more runs and I should be maxed. Now don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. The more of you that like the stream, the more the people will discover the stream. And if you haven't already, please do register me as your content creator. The link will be placed in chat by Nightbot. Hit that link. It takes 2 minutes. Become a supporter. The more supporters I have, the more I can do for you guys. Besides, you know I'm gonna work hard, right?
Shield is damaged.
Apparently I can slay bosses with no handlebars. I can ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars. No handlebars. Good. This is the way, Altanic. The more you study, the more you learn. And that is what I'm here to do. Spread the knowledge. Just like Freyna spreads her poison.
Shield.
It's because you haven't sacrificed enough to me, Rena. I think you need to sacrifice more blood. But thank you for all that you do for me, friend. I appreciate you.
Damn it. My shield.
Lovely. Well, I hope your Monday meetings weren't too bad. And don't worry, I haven't done too much. I'm just showing people how to kill people with no hands. And how to ride their bike with no handlebars. I almost said something I cannot say on stream. LOL. How to ride your something with no handlebars instead. Probably should not have said that. But anyway, those who know would know.
To your death. Take this. Feel the pain. Shield is down. See you later. My shield. Shield.
There we go, all clear. A 4 is indeed amazing. Very good for bosses. Especially at the end of the dungeon. See them, wipe them out. Okay. One more run. And then I should... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a breather first. I'm gonna go open some vaults with Enzo. I need the mixed energy residue now. So I better go do that. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems. Enjoy, Jonathan. Sounds good. Good. Okay. Let's do the thing of a thing with stuff inside it. Enzo di Garbenzo. Enzo Delinquente Garbenzo. Okay, that'll do. Can't believe it's gotten this bad. Alright. Oh no, I went in public. Darn. I always forget to do it. I always forget that. I mean, it's super on brand for me, but yeah. What status? If you talk about the roles on the Enduring Legacy, you can just check my video, Zen. Just check my video on Enduring Legacy, everything is explained in there. Yeah, I always keep forgetting to go into private, which I really should. I really shouldn't. But it is what it is. There. Now, we're correct. Then I'll finish up raising my Freyna. Then I can begin the work. Of course I do, Zen. Where do you think all the best builds come from? They only come from one place, friend. Like I said, you want the best? You follow my builds. And then after you try out my build, you see how it goes. I can guarantee you the results will be better than anything else you've ever seen.
Too easy.
As for what's up, I'm just chilling. Getting some materials right now. Anything nearby here? Nope. Move on. I also need to test my bossing build, but that'll be a little later. I'm pretty sure it's 95% the same as what I've got already. Just need to be very, very careful about it. Ah, it's up there. Nice.
Codes of this level are child's play.
Yep, it's just the newest one. You can always check the date that I post a video, but the endgame mobbing build will come soon. As for Nazastra's, yes, it's fully built, but I still have work to do. It's not finished. The testing is not finished, so I'm sorry. It'll be a few more days before I can give you Nazastra's build, because I haven't genuinely tested it out, and I am not the type of person who will give you something that's going to fail you halfway. So it's okay, but not exactly super fantastic or anything.
That's an intriguing code, but it's still a piece of cake.
At least not to my knowledge. No worries, Lukey Luke. It's good of you to check. Oh, this one? This one's not the insane one. The insane one is 20,000. I think I forgot to equip the 20,000 one. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure this is normal build. Oh yeah, no, this is the wrong components. Like this was supposed to be his original build, but I'll work on that later. This one has 23,000 shields. So, you want to talk about insanity? That's this one. It's already been posted though. You can follow it. Yeah, this one is 23,000. You're welcome. Nah. What do you mean overkill? There's no such thing as overkill. There's only underkill. Weird. No spawn. On to the next. Not gonna think about it. No, there are other characters who can regenerate shields. Ajax being one of them. Huh. I think Eugen can too. So there are many. But Enzo is good because he can regenerate shields and increase his offensive power at the same time. That's why he's so good.
Codes of this level are child's play.
Ultimate Ajax has no firepower though. So sure, he can survive. That's all he can do. Compared to an Enzo, of course. Enzo has far more firepower. I guess the Ajax can ride along though. So that is a thing. Ah, yes, Freyna can too. I suppose. But imagine regenerating shields as Freyna. No, there's no such thing. There's only death.
That's an intriguing code, but still a piece of cake.
Okay, that one's good. Back here. Yeah. Cool. Check the cave. Nope. It's not the cave, it's outside. I am so confused. Oh, there. No. I don't even know one could spawn
This
here.
level of child's play.
Hey, Milloud. Whoops. Oh, you don't say. There's a cliff there. Of course. Wow. How would I not know there's a cliff there? Oh, thanks, guys. Jesus, come on. I know there's a cliff there. Congrats on getting Ultimate Freyna. Oh, it's really up there? Again? Damn. Okay, I guess I have to go.
The Magisters have set codes that are too easy.
Yeah. I'm tired, bro. Keep working on content for you guys. So of course I didn't bring my A game. Although I gotta admit, yesterday, me and Kaz watched a ton of horror movies. It was great. We actually got into the Terrifier series. I'm actually looking forward to watching Terrifier 3. Of course, with Kaz. Good, Willow, good. And I know you've already registered me, so thank you very much. Ban Foxy for that comment? Nah. I'm not gonna ban Foxy yet. A time may come when I will, but it is not today. Today, I give her mercy. Because she said that one day she'll become a cool top tier member. So, I will grant her mercy until that day. A stay of execution, if you
New
will.
subscriber detected.
That's in the cave. Tunnel of Love. Ooh, a new subscriber. A fresh soul to join us. Oh, I love Terrifier. I think they just did a really good job. Like, the actor who plays Art the Clown is just, dude, like, fantastic. I love the way he plays the character. I feel like they're making their own Scream franchise, but better, you know? Oh, I'm not bullying Foxy. I said I would not execute her today.
Codes of this level are child's play.
Wow, has a cruel, ice cold. Thought you were about to be a gentleman. Come to rescue right here. That's fair. I understand that, Gamer Mike. My girl couldn't stand it either. So not gonna lie, it is overly gross. But I like that sort of thing. I mean, ever since Saw, I've been a fan of that kind of thing. Not usually into slashers, but I have to admit, that one caught my attention. So, the first movie was so low budget, but the second movie was really good. Okay, I'm gonna try for one more vault, if I can. Then I think I'll have enough for a bit. Back to hunting. Ah, yeah. Enough for 10, so it's 5 days worth of work. But I'll go grab a little extra. Should be inside the tunnel. Oh, absolutely, Haza. I respect your ability to be a savage. Oh. Surprisingly, it wasn't inside the Tunnel of Love. I have quite a few too. But I haven't bothered to go get the conductive metallic foil. I have to do that one of these days. I'm so lazy.
The Magisters have set codes that are too easy.
And plus catalysts are my big bottleneck. I'm not even sweating on the energy activator right now. Okay, that'll do. I think that's enough. Back to town. Always gotta have the catalyst cooking. And by the way, thank you to everybody who's liked the stream so far. Please keep up with the likes. I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay. Now, she's level 35, so back in we go. One more time. I do, Foxy. I put little wings on Enzo's back. Now give me a second. It was getting a bit too hot in here. Had to open up the window. I may make some changes, but at this current moment, Bunny's not my priority. As long as you're following the latest version, which is in the YouTube Shorts, it says Bunny build without high voltage. As long as you're following the latest version, you're all good. And because it is a YouTube short, it's a lot faster to follow. Lol, Altanic. Clean stream and clean thoughts. Okay, we must all be zen here. Do not let the darkness into your mind, alright? Look at these guys in their faces.
See you later.
Pretty much. That's why I love my build so much. It just allows me to destroy everything straight away. No fuss, no complexity. Let's get in there and spam. That's the whole point. Like I showed everybody, Bruce, Contagion splits every puddle into 3. So that actually gives you a wider reach than you'd think before. And when every puddle splits into 3, you can cover a whole room with 1 attack.
Shield is damaged.
I mean, it's not a problem to do it with high voltage, but I would recommend going with the ring build. You do it faster. Because although high voltage can be used, you're striking 3 targets at a time. But with the ring build, you kill everything. You get what I mean? So while high voltage is not unusable, it would be way better, especially if you're going solo, to use the ring. I actually tested it out, and high voltage, especially when the enemies are very dense, will be very slow compared to the ring. Like I'm talking kill times of 30 seconds to 1 minute longer in total, which is not healthy if you want to go fast. I mean, if you don't care about going fast, then by all means, you know. But the ring build is always better. For 400% at least.
Feel the pain.
Lol, CG. It is horrifyingly lame. Well, that's okay. Listen. I respect your lameness. Congratulations on dropping your defense, Benna.
To your death. Damn it.
Good.
Shield is damaged. Shield is down. This is your grave. Shield is damaged.
Straight up, just lit him up. Easy. Oh my god, am I literally at level 39? Why? What is this pain? What is this pain? Okay, I guess I'll just go get to level 40 real quick. How much XP do I need? Oh, I can just do one run of White Night Gulch. Go get some brains. Well, time to start stockpiling.
Ah, my shield.
Hello, Fairy.
Shield is down. Ah, my shield. Die.
Okay, I'll leave this here.
See you later.
Well, time to go farm them, Tuan.
Feel that. Shield is down.
Although if you're missing the mods for the basic build, bruh, I worry about you. That means you have a lot of grinding to do, friend.
Ah, my shield. Be gone. To your death. How was that?
Fairy, please wait until I release the build video on my channel. Are you new to my channel? Well, do your best, CG. Explain to them why Freyna is important and why they should all be playing TFD. Alright? It's a chance to make 70 people my supporters. So, work your hardest, do your best. How much to finish her? I don't know, how much can you afford, Milad? Well, if Fairy's been here before, then my guy, you should know my style. Alright? I don't show my builds until they're fully ready. So when they are ready, I will release them on my channel. Please be patient. Good quality work takes time. Well, it'll be a bit hard to see me in person since I don't leave my house, but okay. Maximize range, Tuan. Go to access info, look it up, choose one of those locations and start crying. try to look for a location that drops it on a mission, plus a monster, if you can. But that's the best advice that I can give you. I never actually farm for any mods. I just combine. Hello, Elmer. Okay, I don't need this. New. Okay, now to begin working on a second build. Sorry guys, screen will go dark for a bit. Let's go level up this to the maximum. And we'll start to see through the dragon's eyes.
Welcome to the modules lab.
I believe it might be, but I haven't really worked on that yet. First and foremost, I need to figure stuff out. So, first we take this off. Okay. Then put this on, and then what's the change? HP cost per second and an MP cost per second. Dang, okay. Coolio. This is an interesting one. Okay. This is gonna be very, very interesting indeed. Okay. I roughly and loosely understand what they want. Okay. I hope so, Mr. Ferry. It is pretty crazy that behind the nerd screen is a god build in progress, but yes. Well, I'm sure it could, but the problem is that if you were to use overwhelming, you're not getting the benefit. You can't use overwhelming with it. So, it's time for science. As much as I hate to say it, it is time for science. So, how do we structure this into a nuker? This is going to be slightly, just minimally problematic, but we can do it. We are going to need, how you say, we are going to need some weird science right here. Okay. First things first, because we cannot use overwhelming since it will not work in proportion, so you're not going to get the best benefit out of it. Therefore, the only way to actually survive is to increase base shields. Oh, I'm sure it'll work, but
New subscriber detected.
what I will say is that there is like a way to structure it, is what I will say. So first, we will have to start with, like I said, it's going to be an interesting way of doing things. It's not going to be as straightforward as people think. Because you're only counting the proportion of HP lost. No, it'll consume HP first, and then it will consume MP. So it's supposed to consume MP. So if it's not reducing MP, if the HP is less, then that's fine. But here's the thing: you have to be losing hit points, and you cannot drop below 1. I get that, but yeah. Well, we can actually test it. Let's see if it'll work with overwhelming. We can actually find that out right now. Okay, let me just strip what I've done first. Okay. Here, we'll put overwhelming on. We'll go into the lab, because it's easy enough to figure it out. Does it work with overwhelming shield? Because if it does, that opens up a whole barn door of stuff that you can use. If it doesn't, that creates a different situation. Yeah, it's not supposed to work with overwhelming shield, but I will test because I think that's important. It's not supposed to. Because the skills that are like this, right? If it reduces your HP to 1, it should not count as, you know, the actual reduction. But let's see. First, without overwhelming, right? And without actually, we can just do it with overwhelming. Sorry, wrong. Okay. Skill not triggered will make the Vulgus invulnerable. Level 100. 1 invulnerable. Okay.
Be gone.
Okay, I'm seeing about this amount in terms of hits. Okay, let's turn it on now.
To your death.
It does work with overwhelming. Okay, fair enough. It shouldn't, but it does. Hey, Death Dawning. So that means you could go with an overwhelming build. You were right, Willow. It's not actually supposed to, but it does. I'm sure Afterglow Sword is worth building. This is not actually supposed to be how this works, but it does, so we're going to take advantage of it. Just for everybody's explanation, it is that, yeah, this type of skill that reduces your HP and that would give you a skill increase in proportion to the HP lost should not be working with Overwhelming Shield, but apparently it actually does. So what I want to see is the maximum skill power modifier increase. Let's see if there's a difference. There's one more thing we must test. Piercing Light if you're gonna go with Haley, because I've already got the build out. I haven't built the Afterglow Sword yet. I may in future.
Welcome, Descendant.
I don't like to use Bionic Fuel for Bunny. I find it quite terrible, but I mean, there are those that like it. I mean, it's okay. But even for me, I'm just like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, ooh, I don't like this build. Because I find it so lackluster compared to what I've already got. Still, if there are those that enjoy it, you know, I certainly can't say it's bad. Okay. So, same thing as before. Now, if only overwhelming HP worked with Glay, as shield worked with Glay, but Glay's got no shields. Okay, so this time I've got no overwhelming shield. At maximum stacks, I'll hit for about 101. Okay. Note it with thanks. Now I put on overwhelming shield. Oops. Save. Wait for it to cool down. Do it again.
I'll dissolve you all.
The proportion. Here's the crazy thing. Although it says the max portion is 66%, you can actually exceed. You can actually exceed the total portion. Like, for example, you know how your HP stops at 15%? The total proportion taken by overwhelming shield helps you actually break that limit, so you're getting the full 66%. Not bad. Focus on tech module. Search access info. Search access info. I didn't farm a specific location, so I can't tell you because I wouldn't know. I got all my modules just by going through the game. So your best bet, if you don't have a module, go to access info. Hey, Death Dawning. Okay. Now that I understand this, time to actually build. Let's go see what we can do. Let the god building commence. These two should be reasonable there. Okay. I definitely don't need this, so that's okay. I mean, this makes sense, so that's correct. Do I need anything else is the question. I think I do, unfortunately. I don't have a choice on that. Darn. Okay, wait. Now is the time to really experiment. Okay. First and foremost. Sorry guys, the screen will come back in a while. Okay, this is all correct. This is right. There should be. I certainly don't see why not. But yeah, sorry about the dark screen. Just bear with me. I'm almost done. I have ideas in my head.
Ask me anything about modules.
But for the ideas to happen, I need to be smart. Smart enough. Voila. Okay. Don't know why that was in there in the first place. Sorry about that. Okay, now test number 1. Back in the lab.
Welcome, Descendant.
Nice, Craig. That is sick. That is pretty awesome. Gotta say that much. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Lukey Luke. Look forward to the endgame version. Sorry, Voldy. The best that I can do is tell you, just go to one location, look for what has the highest drop rate, try to find a mission and a mission that also has a monster that drops the mod you're looking for, and that's the best way you can do it. Other than that, I really cannot offer you any other help because that's all that I would do anyway. Okay, now, this is where the fun begins. Which components to use for the shenanigans? I do still need to farm the 1. But I will at a later time. As much as I want a good Venom Essence one, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Okay. This will do for now. 10,000 shields too. Okie dokie day. Now we test. So first I need to test whether or not this will work. Nope, did not work. Okay. Note it. Restore. This does work though. Okay, so I can fully fire with just this amount, which means I do not actually require anything further. Which means I can actually... But how long is my duration on this? 1 second. It kind of pigeonholes me though. That's the only problem. Because I do need just a little bit. I don't need a lot of duration, but I do need just a little bit. Okay, what if I took out this set and just didn't care? If I were to use some other set, just okay. That works. Everything cool down first. Barely enough, barely enough. Okay. That's not so good. What modules have duration on them? damn. Battle of Stamina would be one of those, I guess. That is silly. But I don't have a choice. It does make sense. Okay. I guess I have no choice. I have to use it because that would make sense. Because I can't use this reactor. I have to use the one that has attack versus Colossus, which obviously I equipped that. But in theory, I could supplement it temporarily, so that could be a thing as well. Okay, well, no use thinking. The only way to do it is to test. So, voila, we test. All right, let's get out of here. Because I don't need any further bump ups. But I do still need 2 C slots. And the other problem is that I do need 1 X slot as well if I want to have something maxed out. Do I really want to though? Many decisions. No, sharp precision shot is actually not. You want more, not less, which is kind of the key. I agree that some might find it useful, but no. It will actually result in less damage. Back. That one I'm very confident because I've tested it before, but unfortunately it does result in lower damage than you might think. Because it's better if you get a free 3 seconds of hitting. Plus, as far as I know, there is no benefit to actually having sharp precision shot. Because it doesn't increase the damage that you do. At least as far as I'm aware. See, the thing you gotta understand is that if you look at Freyna's ultimate, it doesn't take any skill power from the weapon itself.
Do as I say.
All it does is that it has its own... The only thing you can affect is the amount of bullets. And you can make use of things like firing Fiesta, but I don't think it'll affect the damage. Let me just double check this, because I want to be sure. I want to be sure that the weapon damage has no effect on it.
Welcome, Descendant.
That's what I'm telling you, Willow. It's actually not good. Performance on console feels kind of bad. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Exactly. So if only fire rate and mag works out, then it doesn't. Then literally the only thing that matters is having firing Fiesta, because sharp precision shot you won't get any value unless you just want to squeeze the fire rate into a duration. But I don't think you have to, because the way that I'm going to structure this is very different. Like, I'm going for a totally different ideology here, which I think could work, but I'm going to be careful about how I structure it. Okay, test number 2. I just want to be very sure. First with this. It's about 217. Okay. Restore everything. Swap to Secret Garden. Wait till everything clears. Yep, okay, damage is exactly the same, which means that the only thing that matters is the fire rate and magazine size. You can unload more than a full duration, dude. Watch this. You see, sharp precision shot works, but if you just do this, you can still unload a full magazine and more before the duration ends. So if you structure it just right, which is what I'm planning, you can actually get the entire magazine plus extra Like, you can get the extra at the start, and you can do it every single time that you roll in. This means that you get more DPS, which is why I tell you, you know, it might seem nice to unload with sharp precision shot, but you're not actually going to get any value out of it. Furthermore, if you actually run out of ultimate, guess what? You can still get another 3 seconds on your gun itself to mag dump in between. Therein lies the power. And this is why you can't just blindly follow the information out there. There's things definitely that you guys teach me, but there's also things that I will teach you, and there's a certain way that I do things where I always calculate the maximum value and the maximum benefit. Okay, now last adjustments, then we'll go actually test this. So first I have that. This will need one more catalyst to work, but after that I believe that the last thing I'll need is this one. But in order to test this, we need to go to the third setting, which is completely unaffected by anything else. And we're gonna make some happiness happen. Okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're going to do a little test. Okay, here I have a few options. This is for sure. I'm gonna put in overwhelming shield as well. That's there. Then we'll have increased shields. So these are the for sure options. Now we're gonna see how much we can increase the shields by. So step by step. Accelerant. This gives us the max amount of hit points. Now, I want to see first and foremost max shields. What do we have? There's a variety of ways that we can increase maximum shields. Weighing the scales, amplification control. Okay, so these are the options we have. There are no other options other than these that have max shield stats. First, I want to put on shield HP conversion. So this gives me 25,000. If I were to swap HP conversion for something else, if I were to swap it for weighing the scales, what would I get? Because the other one drained. Yeah, you actually still don't get this much. So somebody actually told me, all right, I just wanted to prove this little thing to myself. HP conversion shield. They told me that the max shield is not worth it because you're reducing max HP. I just want to tell everybody it is worth it. So if you were to put it on, you can't put it on together with weighing the scales, but if you were to put it on and it were to reduce the HP that you have, you still end up with more, 25,670. All right, this is even after it reduces the max HP. So HP shield is the best option for shields. I'll prove this in another video tomorrow or whatever, because there's a lot of people that have this misinformation going around that, oh, if you put weighing the scales, you'll be in a better situation. You won't be. And you can see that right here. If I would just replace it, I lose over 2,000 shields. So just be aware of this. Okay, anyway, now that I've sorted that out for myself, I'm going to go back to the bossing build. I now know what I want. So now that I know what I want, it is time to test. And if we're going to test, then we have to suffer. So let's all suffer, shall we? This will do for now. It's not as good as what I wanted, but it'll do.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
Let's finish up some more of the Frost Watcher materials so I don't have to worry too much. Actually, I have one already going. Should be enough. Enhancement. Okay, so this will do for now. Let's go do a rudimentary test. A good rudimentary test will give us an idea. An idea of what to do. For the basics anyway. 14,000 shields, 1 hit point. Let's do some basic tests. I do like a basic test after all. The basic test is a fun one, no? I feel like Haley, I swear. I'm already using increased HP. Ah, I forgot to trigger this. Oh well. I mean, he's still gonna die, but if I had properly triggered that, oof, that would have been one shot. Because firing Fiesta is so crucial. This is why I love firing Fiesta. I mean, sure, you could just increase the magazine capacity as much as you please, but yeah, firing Fiesta is too important. Okay. I think there's just no way around it. I think I will have to so-called bite the bullet. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna further increase the magazine capacity even more than I already have. And I'll just increase the duration so I can bust everything within that time. Okay, I understand what to do. It's time for Teletubbies to tweak this. Hang on, wait 1 second. No, not this. Sorry, I need to check on normal Freyna.
Do as I say.
I just saw Belo's comment and I just realized I forgot I even had a C skill to... Fine. You know what? I'm dumb. Sometimes I miss the obvious things, but this is why I have you guys around. Slayer set is an option, but it's not gonna work well unless you really want to burst down bosses. I mean, you could, but I'm trying to see if I can burst down the boss without it, and the answer is that you actually can. But this is where stuff's gonna get fun, because now I am not bound by certain limitations, which means if I have this done up correctly and I just need one more slot to do it, then voila. Okay, so the bossing build is semi there, but in order to thoroughly test it, all right, it will need its own unique slot. So we're gonna rename this as Freyna Special. Sorry, bear with me. Almost done. Okay, now this, you. Where's the other one? I know you're around here. You. And then fire rate, I know you're around here. You. Where are you? Fire rate. Where is that one? I need the other one. There you are. Okay, good boy. You're the only one that's missing. So although it's gonna suck a little bit, we're gonna add, sorry, give me 1 second. Just gonna add the skill. Then all we need is to shift one catalyst slot, and this is done. So I just have to level up Freyna one more time. I hope they don't, Willow, because this is definitely unintended. But it's so good. Like I don't know. I don't feel comfortable that they would change that. Like, to me, that's not right. If they do change that, that's a no-no from me. At least in my opinion, that's not a good idea. Oh yeah, you'll be seeing my Freyna in boss mode real soon. Real soon. But that's okay, because I've already set up what I need. Now, I'm actually going to save this temporarily in the preset. I need to name the preset. We'll just call this anger issues. There we go. That works. Now, first, we have to re-level Freyna. But, you see, Grim, that's because those bionic fuel builds suck ass. Like, I'll be real with you. Compared to my build, like, you literally know that it's gonna absolutely wipe the floor with that build. And I've seen so many bionic fuel bunnies do literally nothing to the bosses. They like barely even get through the 250%. Let's not even talk about 400%. So they probably didn't change that because it wasn't exactly very strong. But here, it might be a little stronger. We'll have to see what they finally decide. And the Freyna costume bundle, it's 3,050 for the full bundle. Otherwise, it's 1,950, if I'm not wrong. No, sorry. The ultimate bundle with the skin is 1,050 if you just want the skin. If you want the full thing with the spawn and everything, that's 3,050. No problem, Dryden. Enjoy. Just make sure you've registered me already, yeah? And that goes for anyone else. You like the information, then please make sure you register me as your creator. Okay, almost done, I swear to God. Just need to put in one more catalyst here, and then we're going to level Freyna one more time. And we're good. And then we're good. We are settled. We are set plus talled. And I like that. And in this one, we're going to be extra evil, aren't we? Yes, we are. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with that. That does make a lot of sense. Okay, great. So that is now fully settled. Once I level her up again, I can test the bossing build. So let's get to it. Let's level her up. She did. She did. But it's still insufficient in my opinion. Because like I said, mine was already out doing it. So I don't know. I just can't get behind the idea of bionic fuel. It sounds great on paper, but I've only ever seen the bunnies fail miserably. Oops, sorry, wrong one. So, yeah. Like, again, to me, it's just a meme build. Even with the new amplification mods, it still feels like a meme build. So, yeah. Oh, very simply. Just hit the link and off you go. That's all you have to do. Once you've registered as my supporter, don't think about it anymore. Just extend it every month and a half. You do not have to put in any codes when you're purchasing, nothing. Just hit the link, register, that's it. That one I don't care about. I just want the numbers because the commission is very low. So what happens is that I don't care whether you spend $10 or $2. I just want to collect all the spenders. Yeah, as long as you're already registered, that's fine. The only reason I want the spenders to register is not because of the commission. The commission is very small. It is so small that it is pretty much irrelevant to my operations. I just want the numbers. More numbers mean that there's more that I can do, basically. Only if you plan on making purchases for your son. If you don't, and also, again, if your son is not of majority, if he's still a minor, what I would recommend is not doing so, just in case, well, because I don't know how the payment information will be handled, but some people have been concerned about data breaches, things like that. I'd say be a bit careful if he's still a minor. Like, although I'm grateful for the support, just you is enough, Dryden. We should probably look out for the young ones. Because I know if anything happens to me, data-wise, you know, my bank is just a phone call away, so... Oh, you manage all the stuff? Well, okay, that's fine. Well, if you want to, I'd be grateful. You know, but as long as it's not too out of your way or anything, then by all means. Okay. Because, yeah, for me, honest to God, I'm not worried about commission. I'm just worried about numbers. I just want as many numbers as I can. So whether a person spends $2 or $100, relatively the same to me. Of course, spending $100 is better. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just going to tell you guys, I want to be fully upfront and honest with you guys. In the grand scheme of things, I don't earn that much commission. It's small. Very small. So that's why I'm very relaxed about it. If I get something, I'm happy. If I don't get something, I'm chill, you know? I'm a very relaxed guy about it. I just want the numbers, because the numbers will tell Nexon, hey, this guy is being supported by people. That means, you know, he's got the ear of the people, and I want to have the ear of Nexon, so I can tell them, your prices need to be lower. That's my current big campaign. At least they listened on the whole backpack spawns thing, because, you know, maybe they felt it would make them more money, because I did say it. You know, now the next thing I want to change is the whole, why are the skins $15? Like, at least drop it down. $10 is more reasonable for the average person, so might be nice. Well, sure, Hellmeyer. I will make sure to do that specifically for you, brother. Just for you. Just for you, I'll tell them. My friend Hellmeyer says that he wants some green hair dye because green hair will look awesome on Freyna. So you must obey and give us green hair dye. Trust me. The source of this information is just trust me, bro. Alright, I'll do that for you, pal. Let's go rip and tear. Freaking Ledras. Think you can stop me? Wait, random idea. Before I restart, random idea. Hold on. technically yes, Tuan, but realistically, it depends on whether you want to. Like I said, I don't earn much off the commission. So for me, like, I just want to be fully upfront and honest with you. Most of my earnings come from super chats, donations on stream, that kind of thing. If you want to spend on the game, you should just register anyway, because I don't care how much you spend. But if you register and you spend, basically you count as an active supporter. And an active supporter is what we want. No problem, Joshua. Just make sure you register me as a supporter. Nightbot has put up a link. Hit that link. It's 2 minutes to register. I'll be very grateful if you do. The more people that register me, the better. That way I can become the greatest of them all for all of you. And I will be one day. Now, 1 second. I just had a random idea. Because this might work. Okay. Because if this works, theoretically, this does actually make sense. This does actually make sense. But what if I ditch that and raise it even further? I don't technically need this. Because this is good enough. So, thinking about it, I could squeeze just a tiny bit more. Sorry, I'm nerding out in the background, guys. I could squeeze just a little bit more. Yes. This gives it a perfect 60 seconds. And I can squeeze just a little bit more power out of this. Theoretically, I don't actually need this either. How much would it be if I took that out completely? And if I were to just put that in, it would still be there. Not that great, but still there. Okay. That means I could transform this into just one more little extra little bit of damage. Okay, let's move this here first. Okay, I cannot put the two of these together, but I can put this one in, which just makes sense. And if I put this one in, aha! Wait a minute. That is incorrect. Both would be the exact same thing. So I would just need to test one or the other. I could fit both in and gauge the power difference. Game is refusing to give me toxic mixture, so I understand that. Thank you for doing that, Willow. Appreciate it. They do have Bunny's original hair without the helmet. It's in the supply shop, Dryden. So if you go to the supply shop, you can actually pick up, actually it's in the battle pass, sorry. It's in the battle pass. This particular battle pass, if you check it out, yeah, you'll actually see that. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'll bring the screen back in a second. Almost done. There you are. I need to raise this mod to max, and this gives me an extra 10%. So if I were to squeeze in as much power as possible, theoretically, I could work this. But anything less than this probably would not fly. So this would be perfectly balanced on a knife's edge. Oh, crap. Forgot to switch the build. Sorry. Switching back to mobbing. I just nerded out on the bossing variant because I was trying to test some stuff.
New subscriber detected.
The two very long tails? Yeah. That one, I hope that they introduce that eventually. It would be nice. You're talking about the ultimate one, right? Shield Enzo works for every boss fight. I actually tested it out. If you need proof, I'll probably do a video one of these days saying Shield Enzo versus every single boss. Okay, let's get back to mobbing. Let's go to Seed Vault for a change, just because it's funny. Once I reach level 40 again, I'm going back to testing against bosses. And it is going to be good.
Be gone.
Yeah. Lol. Well, missed a little bit of culture then. But yeah, normal bunny has different hair. And they did give a helmet this version. Because a lot of people liked Valby's original hair, so. Lol. Well, Dryden's a massive nerd who never checks things. Shame. Shame this individual. I have to delete some modules after this.
See you later. Die. Feel the pain. To your death. Shield is damaged.
I hate how you get to the end and it always makes you go back. It's weird. Yeah, I have all the new gold mods. It's the purple ones that I don't have all of yet. Purple ones and Freyna's toxic mixture. I don't know why I keep never getting that, but it is what it is. Can't make any bones about it.
Ah, my shield. Burn.
Defense mechanism is truly underrated here. I love it. It's great. Nice, Bruce. Enjoy yourself. Ultimate Glaze fun. Ultimate Viesa is it's okay, I guess. I hope that she gets a buff. Because the fact that she can't even compete with Ultimate Freyna right now is not exactly the greatest thing. Of course, Ultimate Freyna is awesome as heck, but still, you know. I believe you asked that question earlier, and I answered yes. So, not sure if you didn't hear me or you're just double posting, because I think you asked that exact same question earlier, dude. I did say, yes, it does work. Fair enough.
Feel the pain. I'll load.
Okay. Claudia. It's time. There we go. Well, in that case, Mr. Nameless User, if you have nothing to do, please go and leave. Play another game. Come back in December. I will be very honest with you. Do you know what's more of a drag? Having to listen to people say, oh, I've got no content to do. I have to wait till December for new content. Like, bro, don't do that, dude. We're all still busy experiencing content. If you have nothing to do, don't be that downer. Go elsewhere. You can go play some other games. You can go chill out on other games. It's just not cool to come here and be like, I've got nothing to do. Waiting till December for content. Like, that's not even a vibe here. Nice. You can build whoever you want, Bruce. Experiment freely. That being said, I haven't built a lot of other characters. I tend to just hyper-focus one at a time, and then when I'm fully finished and fully satisfied, then I move on to the next. I do want to take a look at Jaber at some point. But probably not right now. Because now is not the time yet. Okay, all clean. Good. Aw, man, I missed. Whoops.
Feel the pain. To your death. See you later.
Yeah, of course it can. I have a reactor just like that. Make sure you set up your filters correctly. And eventually, you'll find a reactor that you want. If you check my Glaze gun build, I believe I showcased that reactor. Excuse me. I may have it there. If not, then I may not have had the reactor at that point when I created the gun build, but yeah. I think I have it in my inventory, in fact. Yeah, skill cooldown, skill duration. So it is possible. Same, bro. I've got tons of their blueprints. I just haven't built them. I mean, I could build them at some point, but I'm just lazy. Yeah, you're welcome.
He's gone. Die. Shield is damaged. To your death. He's on the wall. See you
Yep,
later.
keep farming. You'll get it. Glad you're enjoying it, Death Downing.
Shield is down. Feel the pain. Damn it. Activating toxic AoE.
Oh, just purple weapons. Okay. Of course, MZ. Or if you check the start of the stream, Contagion is the best. There is nothing that can replace Contagion. I mean, you can replace it if you want to be slower. Your choice. I mean, I can't force you guys to pick it. But I certainly say that I can play the game with no hands, so... At the end of the day, the choice is yours. For me, I can just sit here and do nothing and... yeah. Well, occasionally I guess I have to shoot this guy, but... I knew it was gonna happen. My mods are full again. Oh. Valby and Blair. They're both DoT characters, but they've been left in the dust. So I feel like they need to get their own unique flair. If Valby and Blair could get their own little bit of, their own little slice of heaven, then sure. I think that they would be the best choices right now. Gonna be a shame to lose some red mods here, but oh well. That's life. Okay, good. Neckbed is dead. Once he's dead, Plaudia stands no chance. So hello, Plaudia. She does fine, but in my opinion, she's still nowhere near Freyna's level. So while I do agree that she's serviceable, like I said, she's just not at that level. Now, before I do anything else, let's readjust a few things. Then I must dismantle my modules. Excuse me. Okay, this works. This is the right one. Good. Okay, back in we go.
message. I'm listening.
Ask me anything about modules.
Now we'll start with the normal tier. Okay, that's cleared. Now, let's start the combining. Well, if you are keen on keeping every descendant, then yes, you will have to. There's no way around it. So am I, brother. So am I. I can't believe that I might actually need gold. It's insane. Crazy even to think that I might actually run out of gold. Oh, they're good. But I spend way more. Because combining all these modules is very expensive. And I'll have to keep combining until I ensure that I truly have everything. Only then will I stop combining the purple modules. So for now, there's no way around it. I'm sure he does, but I have no reason to plunder him. Not yet. I'll just have to earn gold the old-fashioned way. With my skills. Still cannot get my hands, no matter what I try to do, still cannot seem to get my hands on freaking toxic mixture. And I do not wish to farm for it, because farming for it is bad, bad, bad. I mean, I might have to, but man, I don't want to. Actually, wait, let's double check. Do I have everything I need? Access info, modules. Not owned. Yeah, just this one left. Because these ones are combining only. Okay.
Welcome. You're here for
No way to
modules,
farm
right?
them. Yep. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. It's just RNG being RNG. There's always modules that'll be like that. So until I get every module in the game, I gotta keep going. And that costs me gold. Way too much gold. But I have faith. At some point, I'll definitely get it. I know for a fact that I will. Oh, I had 70 mil. All of that has gone into spending. And I will still spend even more. Because this is the way. Darn it! Huh. Dominate. I still haven't gotten another shot focus. If I ever did, I'd take that trade. Okay. Now my modules are all clean. I can't really complain anymore, right? Let's go finish off this. No, I didn't. I earned them doing infiltrations. You get 5 million gold for doing each infiltration. So how could you ever miss out? Actually, you know what? For the last few, I'll just do Magister's Lab because I'm lazy. Okay, let's do this. 4 times. Well, technically 5 copies. The first one is the one that you're gonna hold. Then the other 4 feed into the first one. So you need 5 copies in total. My honest recommendation is whatever you need, Dryden. I personally am probably gonna buy boosters because boosters offer the most value in my opinion. And I'm probably gonna focus it on Descendant XP boosters. I mean, weapon boosters are great, but weapons are easy enough to level. They're not difficult. It'll be released soon. Excuse me.
Feel the pain. Shield is damaged. Shield is down. Take this.
Normally I wouldn't go back for stuff, but purple reactor could be useful. I mean, up to you if you want to. I mean, for me, those they like drop like water, so I've ignored them more or less.
Shield is damaged. Take this.
Clean and clear.
See you later. Ah, my shield. This seems dangerous. Feel the pain. Damn it.
Yep, one more level. Just one more. No. The exclusive modules are not in 400% dungeons. They're actually elsewhere. I'm just here for the XP. Because this XP is beautiful. I put it up back onto English a long time ago, dude. Like weeks ago. I only had it on Korean for a few days. Like, it was okay. It was just a bit of a fun change, but didn't really want to keep it there. One second, I'm gonna link this guy to my thing. You know that people still don't know about my updated filter guides? Like, bruh, it's literally the most important thing in the game.
Take this.
It's doing perfectly fine, Raven Soul.
Melt away.
If you haven't felt the urge to touch it, my advice is wait till you do. No sense in forcing yourself back. With games like this, you have to desire to farm. You have to have the desire to play, to improve. If you feel like you can't improve, or that you're just not ready to do stuff, then, well, you know, there's no point in asking how it's going, because you're still not gonna be, I guess, ready. Because no matter what content comes out or what update comes out, I always think it's great, but that is not going to be how I guess other people perceive it. So my usual advice to people is that, look, think about whether or not you feel like grinding. If you're not missing the gameplay, you're not missing the characters, then see you in a few months, basically.
To your death.
Me personally, I'm just gonna buy boosters because the boosters from the event are one of the only ways that I can get boosters. Obviously, I'm not allowed to actually purchase them, so I will invest mostly in boosters. That way, when I want to, I can level up weapons and stuff that I need. So to me, that's gonna be a big benefit. Especially the weapon proficiency boosters. Yeah, that one's gonna be a big one.
See you later.
Enjoy yourself. Usually what I'll say is that work on one character at a time. Don't stretch yourself too thin because catalysts are expensive. So, Eugen is cool, but Enzo supersedes him for most combat operations.
Gone.
He was kind of necessary for Deathstalker for a bit, but realistically, I think everybody has learned how to do shield builds now. So most of us are running around with 20-30k shields, and yeah, that's more than enough. So we don't actually need Eugen anymore, although he's still a good choice.
Feel the pain.
Everybody's got their own taste, Grim. If you're enjoying the game now, you know, we can't force that enjoyment upon others. Similarly, like how I would tell people don't be a downer, you know, if they were. Everybody has their own tastes, their own desires, their own, you know, kind of vibe, I guess. So sometimes people just don't feel like playing games like this. Sometimes they feel like playing something else. Like, if I'm perfectly honest, most of my friends are playing a different game right now because they're addicted to that. But games tend to go in cycles. Now, me, I'm a content creator. So for me, I go where the money is. And this is currently my highest earner, so I'm not going anywhere. But I can see why some gamers might choose to play other stuff, because sometimes people hit walls with things and they just feel like they can't overcome them. For me, those walls are non-existent. Everything that I see is eventually understood. Like, I'll just eventually get it and I'll just clear it. So for me, I'm not even bothered. But for others, that might not be their experience. So you have to be understanding. When you like something, everything seems rosy and gold. When you don't like something, or when you're annoyed by it, almost everything becomes an excuse for why you don't want to play or why you don't want to do this and that. So that's why I always advise people, look, every game has a cycle, you know, and if you're not in that vibe yet, there's no point. Just chill until you are, you know. Game will still be here when you're ready. Of course, I'll be infinitely stronger than that person, but still. The thing is, Altanic, nobody ever runs the Tamer once they get into hard mode. If you've been running the Tamer, you've been following the wrong teachings, and you should not be doing that. The Tamer is just a starter weapon. Everybody just invests 4 catalysts in it and nothing else. If you've invested more in it, you have wasted your time. The Tamer is literally useless. The Tamer is literally that starter weapon. That's it. Once you start hard mode with it, you use it for the first 2 bosses, Executioner or Dead Bride, when you're like barely starting out. And then when you actually get to the real deal, you dump it because there's no point. There's literally no point in having it, unfortunately. So do not invest more than 4 catalysts in your Tamer. And if you followed an old video that said Tamer is a great weapon, then you have screwed yourself over, because a lot of those people didn't even understand the DPS trap. They didn't understand how DPS even worked in the game. Don't be following old guides, and don't be following guides that I do not talk about, because there's a reason why I do not use those weapons. If you do not see me using the weapon, there's probably a good reason why. Unless I haven't built and tried it. In which case, I'll tell you honestly, I haven't built and tried it. But most of the time, if you don't see me using a weapon, there's good reason. It's pretty trash. There are certain weapons that are suitable for certain things, certain weapons that are not suitable. So you have to protect yourself. Yeah, fair enough. But Mastery Rank 15 is really easy to get. You should, in fact, hit it fast. How do you do that? Level up all your descendants from 1 to 40. Go level up a few weapons. You will hit 1 to 40 very, very quickly. I guarantee it. Because your starter descendants alone and all the rest, mastery rank is just the first time that you level up a descendant, first time that you level up a weapon. So make sure you level up your weapons and your descendants as much as possible. And variety is the spice of life, so you can farm a few normal descendants, put them together, level them to 40, and then never touch them ever again. You'll hit mastery rank 15 easy. And if you haven't hit it yet, then the first thing you need to do is focus on getting mastery. Everybody needs to focus on getting mastery rank 20 as fast as possible. Don't even think about anything else until you get that. Why? Because that helps you max out all of your stuff and also gives you plenty of inventory and storage space. So make sure you do that. Okay, good. Tested everything. This should be fine. Okay, I have stacked the deck as much as humanly possible with this shenanigans. Alright guys, let's test it out.
You need information.
This will either go well or really badly. One of the two. Let me get some water, then we'll test it out. Okay, and we're back. Now let's go see how this goes. Alright, let's do this.
Be gone. This is your grave.
Yeah. Okay. Reasonable.
How was that? Alone.
Okay. Acceptable. Not quite as good as Haley, but acceptable. I have a mobbing build that doesn't require shields. That's what I use in 400%. If you want to use a shield build, you can, but you want maximum efficiency, just follow my mobbing build when I drop it. That was not exactly a fair test though, because execution is weak. Toxic. Need to check some real action.
To your death. Alone. Open fire.
Shame.
Alone.
This will be a good test, though. Right. Next is Devourer. No worries, Foxy. I can understand that.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
I tell you, when it comes to these characters, I have been spoiled rotten by Haley. Much as I love Freyna, Haley is still the champ. Not really. You're still starting out.
Don't try. Feel the pain.
Well, Devour isn't exactly a good test, but yeah, sure, that's fine. Dude has no hit points after all. That 12 mil. Insufficient. Lack of a crit multiplier and no base damage? Yeah, not as good. Well, thanks for listening to it. But yeah, you'll probably need to add catalysts in when you want to get to serious content. It's okay if you're just starting out, like I said. Everybody's new at some point, so... That was only because people hadn't discovered the good builds at that point. Both, Ryan. There's no such thing as which one to add first. No, you should be working on both at the same time. Especially when you're new. The main thing for people in this game is to recognize that when you're new, you have no choice. You gotta work on everything at the same time. There's no other option. Pyro dies pretty easy. But I bet Swamp Walker would tell a very different story. Which is something else I can understand. This is a nice one, but it doesn't have max shields. Sad. I have to go in the bin. Chill on a non-attribute reactor. Useless. That is true. If you train diligently and you follow the teachings correctly, then yes, you will become stronger. Now, you can murder Pyro pretty instantaneously, which is nice.
The space-time fabric of the void is extremely illogical.
It does seem like some of these will be a bit of a struggle. Although it is extremely amusing that I can get this down so fast. Shame that it doesn't carry over. Okay, let's do it. So pest control now goes away if you swap weapons, which I find interesting. The question is, can I build up this one to be exactly the same? Because now I've got no choice, so... Ah. That won't work out so well, will it? Because during the times... in between the knockdown, yeah, he's gonna end up taking a lot of frenzy. But it doesn't matter where I hit, he'll just take the damage, so okay, that's fair. Swamp Walker is definitely gonna be a bit of a pain, but surprisingly, it's okay. I think that for bossing, unfortunately, I will need Toxic Mixture so I can gun. Skill-wise, not strong enough. Like, it's okay, but it's not strong enough. At least in my opinion. Python's okay, but the problem is that I need a bit more oomph. The only way to get that extra oomph is Secret Garden and a gold reactor, which I do not have at this moment, which means time to go learn stuff. Okay, back to the drawing board. Wish the Python was a bit better, but it's actually unnecessary right now. So, since that is the case, now I need to readjust a few things. So here we go. Okay. Let's start with you. So we're gonna need this. And the first and most important thing will be that. That's completely fine. Can't believe I have to catalyze this, so bear with me. I'm almost done. Oh, I can't even catalyze it just yet. Darn. Well, okay. I guess we're gonna have to work with this. do. There are ways to get around this. If I'm going to restructure this sort of temporarily, I think I understand what to do. See you later, Bruce.
Hey there.
Albion
How can I
cavalry gun,
help?
nobody uses that. That weapon is literally garbage. There's not a single user of that weapon on the planet. Unfortunately. I do wish it were different, but honest answer is that it's not. It's really that bad. Here, put Enduring Legacy in. This will be fine. Okay. Now, test again.
Would you like to access the laboratory? Ah, but it needs to land a crit hit, doesn't it? Well, let's try it out. Would you like to use the laboratory?
Start with the Thunder Cage. The Thunder Cage is your first and most basic ultimate weapon. It's also good for mobbing. That's usually what people start with. The mobbing build will be released probably not tomorrow, because tomorrow I've got to work on something else, but I will release it as soon as possible, so don't you worry about that.
To your death.
Wait, so pest control just straight up disappears, alright. Yeah, nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. This means problems. Okay, if that's not gonna work, then we need something else. Disastrous. All we have to do is target a weak point, right? So start with the basics. Any of the others, but that's fine. Okay. Payout. You. Fire rate to maximum. I'll need to expand the magazine.
Hola.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, and welcome back from your nap. Almost done
Thank
here.
you. Take your time. What you doing?
Working on trying to just see if I can structure Freyna's build in a unique way for bossing. So I'm testing a few
I
things.
see. I see.
Yep. That is exactly what I'm doing. But I have a feeling that her gun build will actually be more worth it. Sorry about screen, guys. We'll be back soon. I feel like her gun build will actually outdo it because the gun build is most likely to deal maximum damage. Based on what I'm seeing anyway. Could be wrong, but we shall see. Let's try on a few different steps. Okay.
While you do that, I'm going to finish Overwatch.
Sure. Not a worry. Okay, live field test. Here we go. See you later, CG. Catch you on the next one. But sadly for her gun build, that means I need toxic mixtures, so grrr.
Oh, we're still trying to get that.
I'm still trying to get it, yes, but I have my ways. Tomorrow morning, I'm just gonna spam bosses with Enzo. Just keep getting transcendent modules. Off I go.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yerp. That's exactly what I will do. Nope, the Python is still unfortunately the best. Means the skill-based build, unfortunately, as much as I love her baptism, she can't reach the same heights as other characters. Which is a shame. I mean, we could still use it with the Python, but yes. Reaching the maximum level of power? Probably not without her gun build. So toxic mixture is going to be the crucial key. Which is a shame, but at least the mobbing build, obviously, that's gonna be beautiful for Freyna. But yeah. I mean, people are going to use Secret Garden with that for mobbing, yay, but it's still not going to reach higher heights. And if you're leveling weapons, you're not going to reach the maximum, so that is problematic. And also, without crits, she can do a lot of damage, but not on the same level. It's like Haley and the rest, like who can absolutely bomb an opponent into oblivion. Yeah, it's a super rare drop, Tanner, dude. So that's all I did. But fair enough. Okay, testing is concluded for today. Freyna's mobbing build is finished. I will release it day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on other stuff, obviously. And also tomorrow my collaboration with Yume releases in terms of the advertisements fully. So look forward to that. They've already approved it, so hell yes. Thank you all very much for joining me today. It's been a very fun and productive session. My ultimate Freyna is now maxed out. So the only thing left is to get toxic mixture, and finally, I'll become glorious. Alright, thank you all, shank you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Y'all be nerds, or whatever. Catch you on the next one.
Bye, nerd.